So tell me about the Chargers this season. Really disappointing start, and then you came back at the end, and the last game was such a disappointing, close finish.
You know, sometimes things just don't go your way. If you paid attention to early in our season, we just had some games that was just disastrous at the end. I mean, we lost by 1 and 2. I think we was on we had lost 3 games. The total was 6 points, and you know, fortunately, we found a way to turn it around. We continued to stick together. We believed in one another when we was, you know, at the lowest point. We was 4 and 8, and we really had to, you know, divide whether or not we had true Charger teammates and ones that, you know, just didn't want to be in the locker room. And fortunately, we made the call and was able to get in the postseason.
So, looking at your future next season, there's some confusion about LT. There's a lot of talk about whether he'll be back, and then Sproles is a free agent. What's best case scenario for you? Both those guys are back?
Yeah, obviously, the best case scenario is to keep the team together. For any team that has a chance to win a Super Bowl, and have the talent and a team that can actually get to the Super Bowl. But you know, it's only a certain amount of things you can control in this league, and just sticking together is not one of them. Obviously, you talk about a guy like Dan Sproles, who's a free agent, guys that can make plays on the special teams, and he comes in and can make plays at running back. You want to keep a guy like that on your team. Then when you talk about a guy like Daniel, you know, you talk about a Hall of Famer guy who means so much to San Diego, who means a lot to me. I've always played with him throughout my career. So, you know, to me, it's one of those situations where you can't control, and hopefully you just hope we can stay together. Are
you a fantasy football player?
No.
No? So you're not picking LT for your teams on the sly?
No, I don't play, man. I stay away from anything that has something to do with football.
All right. Last question. After the whole Ed Hochuli mess, what was the talk like in the locker room? Were there guys joking about finding a way to get back at him? Or?
Well, we understand that, you know, even though they ref, they still human beings. And, you know, now today's technology with the replays and be able to go back to change the call and make the correction, and make the correct call, we was kind of disappointed that didn't happen. But needless to say, it wasn't no personal grudge, because one game doesn't determine your season. It was the early game of the season. It was the second game of the season, actually, and you know, we still had issues that we needed to correct it as a team collectively.